I'm going to talk about choices. Life is about choices. Some we regret, some we're proud of, some will haunt us forever. The message, we are what we chose to be. I mean, really? Saying that, I feel like I should be in some meditation retreat, living on nothing but natural spring water and kale. Life is about choices. No, it's not. Well, it is. Perhaps if you have the time to choose, the time to think about the consequences, the time to read the self-help book, post the appropriate "I made such a good choice" photo on Facebook. Choice, despite the mantra of the best the Western world has to offer in self-help gurus, is really free and unconstrained. I will never forget, as a first-year university student, a history lecture at Rhodes University with Professor Julian Cobbin for a course entitled The Origins of the Modern World Crisis, or locally dubbed The History of Everything. He asked if we as humans have free will. But like nervous silence, no one says anything. In this audience of 60 and 100 until someone cracks and says, yeah, I'm as free as I choose to be. Predictably, he stopped, put down his notes, raised his eyebrows, scoffed and said, the innocence of youth. Aggrieved. We all thought he was nothing but an ivory tower academic, far too enamored with his own intellectual profile. But of course, he was right. On a very real level, we are not what we choose to be. We are what society chooses for us. Choice is conditioned, I believe, by your position in life, your gender, your nationality, your political viewpoint, your race. Explaining to students how American presidents, the most powerful men, I pause dramatically, right? Men in the Western world can only have what Congress lets them have. Even at the top, choice is constrained. Now yes, I may have free choice about the small stuff. You know, chocolate or no chocolate, exercise or TV, to be here tonight or not. The choice, by the way, is pretty much always chocolate and TV. But about the big things, I'm not so sure anymore. As a child, I was told I could do anything, be anything I wanted to be. Choose my own courses at university, although my dad was highly skeptical about the history of everything. But as I get older and try to teach my own children, I realize that that idea about choice really isn't true. Well, maybe it is, but only for some of us. As a lecturer of anthropology in South Africa for 5 years, I spent all my time teaching students about global inequalities and the desperate actions of people who feel they have no choice. The Xhosa, who killed all their cattle and destroyed their crops in 1854 after 7 frontier wars with the British, all of which they had lost, leading many to accept the prophecy of Nongqawuse, that these actions would bring back the chiefs of old and defeat the British. On the North would come back, and their cattle, the measure of wealth in traditional Xhosa society, would rise again. The paramount and most important chief, Sahile, and others believed the prophecy would come back, and their cattle, the measure of wealth in traditional Xhosa society, would rise again. The paramount and most important chief, Sahile, and others believed the prophecy. And feminists, who talk about the power of the patriarchy. I mean, do they really even know what that means? And dangerous subversive if she doesn't have a husband, or ask for equal access to resources. The possibility of choice is about where you come from, where you were born. How many times do we hear people say, well, that's just the way it is? It shouldn't be, but so often it is. So what am I really saying? I think we should recognize Western middle class self-help mantras for what they are, ways to appease. As lovely as she is, and I mean, you know, she is lovely. I really don't want Jennifer Lopez to tell me to love myself and be the best version of me possible. Do the things that make you happy, she says. Okay, well, hang on. Give me her lifestyle, her personal trainer, her chef, and the small choices that make you happy. Fight for the big choices that continue to be unequal, but on a global scale. If you want gender equality, like I do, and universal human rights in your own life, then join Amnesty International. Donate to Doctors Without Borders. Build mud huts in Cambodia. Just don't settle. Move beyond the individuality that marks the West, sometimes destructively, and recognize that what you can choose, so many others can't. Speak out for real equality, not choice. Thank you.